guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, today is Thanksgiving if I stick to my plan. Um, but yeah, I'm going to do a gratefulness slash thankfulness topic today. I have seven tips, or not tips, but yeah, whatever. I have 7 things that I'm going to talk about today that have really helped me. And if you hear a squeaky sound, I'm sitting on a yellow or a pink ball, so an exercise ball. So yeah, excuse that. Also, if you didn't realize this background, I'm just gonna add this in like the middle of the thing. If you don't realize this background, this is my sister's bedroom. It was really pretty background. Her lamp is gorgeous, and I was hoping to get her leather book cover thing that she made in here because it just looks really cute and it'd be really cute in the background, but it obviously isn't in there. But yeah, this lamp my grandma gave her and it's gorgeous. So yeah, I thought it'd be really pretty background because it looks like wood, and I'm not sure if I ever told you guys that this wasn't wood. It's just like paint and stain, I think. But yeah, she just painted like these with a brush, obviously, and then I think she painted the brown with like, oh, my head covering is messed up. The brown with like a sponge, maybe. I don't know 100% sure, but yeah, I wanted to add that in here because you guys may ask in the comment section. So yeah, I wanted to add that in here quick, but let's get into the video. So number 1 is give thanks daily, not just once a year on Thanksgiving. I know there's so many times to where you will forget to, maybe not forget, but it kind of just slips your mind not to actually sit down and thank God for what He's given us. And it can be really challenging to do that daily. At least for me, it can. I'm not a type that really expresses gratefulness very often out loud. I'm just kind of like a person that kind of, oh, that was so sweet for them to do that or whatever. But it's kind of like inside in my head or whatever, and I don't express that to them. So yeah, just it kind of, yeah, that's just something that really is important to do. I'm not going to ramble on every topic like I did last time, like on every video that I've done, because yeah, I kind of just say the same thing over and over again. So on to point 2. Have a grateful attitude. Having a grateful attitude, even when you don't feel like it, can be such a positive thing. I know that for me, when I don't feel like being positive or grateful, it can be so encouraging to just have a grateful attitude and not dwell in my sadness or whatever, or it could not be even be sadness, it could be anything. But yeah, have a grateful attitude. Number 3 is express gratefulness toward others. This kind of goes along with number 1, because as I was saying, I kind of like express my gratefulness inside and I don't really show it to others. But if you express your gratefulness to others, it encourages them to, yeah, just do that to other people and encourage them, and yeah, just do nice things for other people. And if people would never express their gratefulness out loud, there wouldn't be as much kindness. So yeah, just express your gratefulness to others, and don't hide it inside. That's what I do, and it's not a good thing. Number 4 is thank God for what He's given you. So many times we just go on our day-to-day lives and we don't really give a second to thank God and just sit down and thank Him for even 5 minutes. And just thank Him for what He's done. He has given us countless things. Yeah, so just thank Him. He's given us everything that we see. So yeah, be grateful and yeah, just thank God for what He's done. That is like the biggest tip. Number 5 is set aside a day in your prayer life once a month, just for thanking God and not asking Him for anything. A sermon I listened to, oh, it had to have been at least 2 years ago. But yeah, I love the sermons. His name's Tom Harmon. You can look him up on YouTube. But his sermons are so good. But the one he said he sets an hour aside every day for his prayer life, but once a month, I think it was the first day of the month, he sets aside 1 hour a day just for expressing gratefulness and thanking God for what he's done and not asking him for one thing. That is like super neat that he did that. I'm not, I can't say that my prayer life is like just right, because that is one thing that I do really struggle with is my prayer life. And so yeah, that has really helped me. I don't pray for an hour a day. And yeah, if you don't either, you're not alone. But yeah, 1 hour a day would be really cool. But setting one day of the month to just thank God is just really cool, and it does so much to your attitude. I've done it a few times. I don't have necessarily a date. But yeah, just once a month, and even you can do it however many times a month you want to, once a week or whatever. But yeah, number 6 is have a grateful heart. Um, and having a grateful heart is so incredibly important in today's society. I know that we can get caught up in like the worldly things and traditions or holidays or whatever. But yeah, having a grateful heart. I know that you may, like, I used to think that I had a grateful heart, but really it was kind of like, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it wasn't a grateful heart. And yeah, trying to change that is really difficult. And yeah, I'm still trying to change my heart into a grateful heart. So yeah, but that is super, super, super important. And yeah, I just encourage you guys to try to transition your heart into a grateful heart, instead of one like, I don't know how to explain it, but like one that wants to do worldly things or whatever, things of the world. So yeah, number 7 and my last and final thing is encourage others to be thankful by example. Leading by example can be one of the hardest things to do in life. It is for me anyway. I'm always like, oh, I want to go do this so I can get encouraged. And like, I'm like, oh, I really need encouraged right now. If I could just go to church. But my attitude should really be focused on others and serving others. Um, that's not always the case for me, and I'm sure it's not for everybody out there. Because yeah, if you were to do that, it would almost be kind of, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that is something that is so important, and is to encourage others to be grateful by example. So what I mean is, like, if you need to be grateful and thankful and expressing it to others, and all the tips that I shared earlier, um, you need to be doing those, and that other people will follow you because of your good example. So yeah, that is all the tips that I have, and I'm sure this video is a lot shorter because I'm not rambling. I'm just kind of going along quickly through the points because, yeah, I don't really have 20 things to say about each point. But yeah, now I'm just going to tell you guys 14 things that I'm grateful for. So yeah, I have some slashes because they kind of were the same thing, or they could go together, so I kind of cheated there. But yeah, it was so hard to just pick 14. There were so many things to be grateful for. But yeah, I didn't put them in necessarily highest importance or whatever. I just kind of put them down. I did change a few because I thought that should be higher at least. But yeah, so I'm just going to ramble all these. So number 1 is shelter slash a home. Yeah, I have a beautiful home to live in, and it doesn't leak. So I am very grateful for a home that is warm and cozy. Number 2 is sunshine. I can't live without sunshine. I mean, obviously I can. That was kind of exaggeration, but sunshine is so wonderful, and it just brightens my mood. Obviously I don't really like sunshine all the time because I do really love fall. So yeah, that in itself, I love fall. I should have put that on here, but I didn't. Kind of, I guess, a little bit. Number 3 is rain. I absolutely love rain, especially right before the rain and right after. Well, maybe not right after in the summer, but right before the rain, it just smells so good. And yeah, I just love, love, love rain. I always have. One of my childhood memories, I'm probably you might consider me still a child. I'm not sure. But one of those is when we were moving, we used to drive a ton because where we used to live, it was like an hour and a half, well, maybe 45 minutes. I don't know. But it was about an hour away from where we live now. So yeah, we traveled quite a circumference around our house that we used to live in before this one. So yeah, we used to drive a lot, and we used to stay in the hotels. So when it was raining and we were driving, especially at night, me and my sister absolutely love this. Um, but yeah, when it was raining, especially at night, we just loved it for some reason. I don't know. It was so peaceful, and I don't know. I never used to fall asleep in the car, and I still don't. It's just I I just don't do it. I don't know why. But I guess it helps me learn directions before I drive. um, the number 4 is leaves slash nature. I love the sound of leaves and just the colors. It's so beautiful. Like it really is. And then nature is just, could you imagine having to live in like a house all the time with no windows? That would just be horrible. Like even if you don't have to go outside, like even if you don't want to go outside, you can still look outside and see it. But could you imagine if it was just like white outside all the time or green all the time or whatever, just like one base color and everything was that color? That would be horrible in my opinion. So yeah, I'm very grateful that God decided to give us all the things that he did outside. Um, Number 5 is trees, which kind of goes along with leaves in nature. But yeah, I love trees. I don't know what the name of the tree is called that I like. But there's one specific tree. We used to have it in our old house. It was so pretty. It always had red leaves on it. And I think it had like little red berries. It was like a huge tree. It was so pretty. But yeah, I haven't seen one. I'm thinking my grandma might actually have one where she recently moved to. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the exact same tree, but it's so pretty. And I also love pine trees. My mom really likes pine trees too. We have one planted out by the pasture. You guys saw that in the thumbnail. So yeah, trees is number 5. I thought I was gonna ramble these off quick, but obviously not. Number 6 is my health. There are so many people out there that are in the hospital or even at home struggling with their health. And I just couldn't imagine being sick like that. I'm not like, obviously I'm not like super healthy because we don't eat all organic food, but yeah, I am relatively healthy compared to so many people out there, and I just praise God for giving me health and yeah, just the ability to do all the things that I can do. Yeah, it's just super amazing at what God gives us. Number 7 is family. I don't know what I'd do without my family because, yeah, that would just be boring, in my opinion. Obviously, when I move out, it won't be boring still, but like, could you imagine if you just like popped on this earth and had nobody? That would just be really strange. Obviously, there are some people out there that like to live by themselves. But yeah, I don't think I'm really one of those people that would do very good because even when like I'm by myself for like if I'm like sick or whatever and people are doing stuff, I'm like, okay, this is boring. So yeah, I'm super thankful for family. So yeah, number 8 is friends. I don't know what I'd do with them out without them either. Because yeah, there's obviously a huge reason why God gives us family and friends. You guys can probably figure that out very easily. But yeah, number 8 is friends, and I have so many friends that I'm grateful for. I could sit here for hours just telling you guys how much I'm grateful for my friends. So yeah, I'm just super grateful because they just really encourage me in my walk with Jesus. Number 9 is God's Word and Jesus. I'm so thankful, grateful that Jesus died on the cross and did his Father's will in doing so. That would be so horrible if he wouldn't have done that. So yeah, that is like number 1, obviously, that I'm grateful for. in God's word, just to give us the knowledge and wisdom of what's to come, and just how to live a Christian life, and obviously how to become a Christian. That is like also super important. And yeah, it's just, those are like two of the main things that I'm grateful for. Obviously, it's like number one. I probably should have put that on the top just to make that clear enough. But yeah, that is definitely number one. Number 10 is technology. I'm super grateful for technology because, like, in the olden days, they didn't have that and they just had to, like, write letters. Actually, they probably didn't even write that many letters because it took, like, months to get there. And yeah, you just had to, like, talk face to face all the time. I just couldn't imagine, like, obviously the people were closer in their relationship, but I have really close friends, and yeah, it'd just be really hard not to be able to text them throughout the week or call them. Obviously, I don't really call people very much because it makes me really nervous to talk to people on the phone. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, I'm so grateful for technology. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if we didn't have technology. So yeah, I'm super grateful for it. And number 11 is heat and AC. Um, I absolutely hate being hot, especially inside. A house should not be hot. Whew, I don't like being hot. It's okay if you're hot outside, not really. I don't like being hot either outside, but inside is just a no-no. I don't like being hot inside. And also heat. I don't like being cold either. I like to be like the right temperature. But yeah, that's just, yeah, I just really like heat and AC. I probably everybody out there does. Um, and 12 is electricity. Obviously, there would be no heat, no AC, no technology, and a lot of no other things without electricity. So yeah, I'm super grateful for electricity because it would be horrible not to have that. Anyway, number 13 is food. Kind of obvious because you have to have food to live on. And number 14 is water. Um, yeah, I love drinking water and I need to get into a habit of drinking more water. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed and grateful Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.